A new property listings digital platform says it's hoping to shake up the real estate market by setting new standards. It's promising to bring fresh competition to the industry and make the selling, buying and renting of property a smoother experience for those involved. Well, to tell us more about it, I'm joined by Lynne Krawchuk. She's the CEO of Under One Roof. Thank you so much, Lynne, for joining us. So as Capitec did back in the day when it shook up the banking market, disrupting it, why do you think that your proposition is going to be able to disrupt the property listings market?
Well, I think the time is now, and I think as it would happen, we launched in August, which is Women's Month, and being a female entrepreneur and CEO, I think it just worked really well and coincided. In terms of what Under One Roof aims to be, is something new and innovative, and based on a lot of the research that we did, speaking to the property market, property professionals, etc., estate agents, the market is ripe and it's looking for something new and fresh and innovative. So why not?
Yeah. So what are the gaps that you identified in your research, and how are you hoping to close those gaps under one roof?
So really, I think what the market is looking for is something that's an all-inclusive offering. I think there's a lot of the current existing stalwarts that have been around for a long time look to monetize a variety of different offerings, where we do everything all-inclusive. You pay for what you get, and there's no hidden costs. I think that as a first thing is a very unique USP in terms of what we're offering to our consumers and to our customers. And then I think we're also very much against using AI, which is a term, in the digital space that everyone has very much become accustomed to. But in South Africa at the moment, people don't want to talk to a chatbot. They don't want to talk to a machine. What they'd rather do is actually engage in a conversation. And if we can get back to actually talking to each other again and humanizing the connection between, property sales, property engagement, buying, selling, renting, it's a big human decision that any property or any individual will make in their lives. So to be able to connect people to each other again, I think is a big part of what Under One Roof stands for and what we're trying to do.
Yeah, you've talked about how the property listings industry has really been quite monopolistic. How do you hope that your platform is going to be beneficial to, say, a one-man or a one-woman band, estate agent who's trying to do their bit in a very big market with big players?
So I think the biggest thing for us is that we're not going to differentiate between properties that are, sort of in a low interest or high interest area. Really, what we want to do is give every property an equal opportunity for exposure. In that said, the same way with an estate agent, we all know there's a lot of entrepreneurs, as I am, that are all trying to make it in this world. So, for the young and upcoming SME, for the young and upcoming really new estate agent that has a couple of properties on their books, we're really giving them an opportunity to list with us. And again, by being cost effective and cost conscious in a democracy and current climate, I think we're appealing to that sort of market as well. And also what we're doing is really looking at the cultural lines of South Africa too, and actually starting to appeal and talk to those different cultures. Coming up to September, for example, we're going to be issuing a piece specifically relating to the South African heritage. So really, Under One Roof is not only just a property listing platform, but it's more around a community or a marketplace of everything relating to property from a South African perspective, effectively Under One Roof. And that's kind of where the name really derived from.
Yeah. Give us more color around the issue of the personal dashboard and the in-depth information that you give the people who are engaged with the platform, sort of bespoke service.
So really, when it comes to that, the beauty of it is that it's all available to the end consumer, whether it's a private individual, developer, estate agent. You can track your leads, you can track your sales. Something as well, which is interesting, of course, we do have technical moderation. So when someone does put a property up for listing onto the platform, that goes into our effectively technical quality assurance. And all of that then gives us an opportunity to implement that human approach to things. And by doing that, we offer advice and guidance. So for example, if your property's been listed on the platform for 2 weeks and it hasn't had that many views or it hasn't been engaged with, we can offer advice rather than just letting it stay on there for 3 months and nothing really happens. So because of the team that's surrounding myself, what we really are is we're technical, but we're more on the marketing side. So from a marketing background and expertise perspective, that kind of data, those kind of analytics will really help the common man on the street, but also the more established up and coming agency, but also the industry professionals to be able to tailor make their listings and their viewerships online.
Yeah. You talk about marketing. Okay, it's one thing to market a property, but then, of course, it sounds like you also market the surrounds. You talk about, the lifestyle that people can enjoy if they live in a particular area. How do you flesh that out?
Absolutely. So, I mean, a lot of what we're talking about when I was saying that we're going to be more than just a property listing platform is that we want to be a content hub. So, for example, if you start looking at the way people are actually searching, so what are people searching for online when they're looking for their next home? Are they looking for the closest schools, for example? Are they looking for the best restaurants, the best hangouts, whatever it may be? So by being under one roof, we're actually going to be extending ourselves into the community, starting to partner with brands and businesses that are up and coming in those particular areas. So why would it be, why is Fourways a wonderful place to live, for example, or why is Olifantsfontein, and what are the surrounding businesses that are also entrepreneurial businesses in the area? Where's the best place to eat pizza on a Friday night? You talk about the best of Joburg, that's very well known up in the Johannesburg region, and everyone votes for the best place to eat pizza or the best place to go out or the best view. Why can't you incorporate some of those key knowledgeable factors into some of the search criteria that people are looking for when they're looking to establish their roots in a new property that they want to live in?
And very quickly, Lynne, you talk about holding new buyers' hands, particularly, your younger buyer. You're able to assist them from the beginning of their search right through to the execution of the contract of sale. Tell us about that very briefly.
So really, I think because you're listing, as I said, we would help their hand in terms of how to best showcase, either their property or what they're looking for. So via user experience journey online, but also to be able to assist them in finding the best home loan solution, to be able to assist from a bridging finance perspective. A lot of those subsidiary services are available through Under One Roof. And we have various partners that we're engaging with and dealing with to be able to facilitate that. So they really get their hands held from point A, which is finding the place, all the way to point Z, which is actually handing over and getting the keys.
All right. Thank you so much, Lynne. All the very best with that new venture. That was Lynne Krawchuk. She's the CEO of Under One Roof.